Hello, my beautiful people. How are you? So this is an update that I didn't necessarily want to make, but this is life, and I want to look back on it and have some memories, especially while it is so present. So this past week, actually about a week ago tomorrow, so 6 days ago, the girls and I, the older girls and I, were diagnosed with COVID. We tested positive. I tested positive for COVID, and they had the same exact. They had the same exact symptoms. It was just like flu-like symptoms, and not fun. Mainly the first day was the worst. Also, I'm 37 weeks pregnant. At that time, I was 36 weeks and like 4 days or something. And I was just hoping and praying that I did not deliver early because of COVID, because who knows what it's capable of, right? Not that I had heard of people delivering early or anything, but it just scared me. And at 37 weeks, I am now viable to deliver at the birth center, so I'm super excited about that. But yeah, I wanted to give you an update on what it was like to be pregnant and have COVID, and be very pregnant and have COVID. So Wednesday night, it started out with a sore throat. It wasn't terrible, but it was just like off, and Ava had felt that all day. Mila got out of the bath because her belly was really, really hurting her, and then she started shivering like crazy and like teeth chattering and getting very emotional. So I knew that it was something that was like, she's definitely sick, right? And so with that, I was just kind of taking care of them a little bit, and then Wednesday night, none of us could sleep. The girls were telling me that they couldn't sleep very well, that they had belly aches, that they just didn't feel good, had a headache, that type of thing. And I'm feeling all of the same exact things. Every time I would lay down, I would feel nauseous. Anytime I would sit up. See, with being pregnant, oh my goodness, I could not get comfortable. I would have like a side stitch like underneath my, like the top of my rib cage, like underneath my chest. No matter how I sat, unless I was laying like flat, but even sometimes that was giving me a side stitch. Terrible. Oh, sorry, I'm still a little tired. And then in the morning, because I had gotten no sleep, which is what I'm attributing it to, I had such a bad headache that went into my eyes, and my eyes just burned so bad. I couldn't be on my phone. So that entire day, I looked like a zombie. I had like a wet washcloth over top of my eyes and my head. And thank goodness, Josh, I think, got it like very, very small. So he was up most of the night too, not feeling well. And then he went to go into work, and he just couldn't make it because his was just all in stomach upset. So he turned around and came home, and he started feeling better like midway through the day. And thank goodness he did, because I don't know what we would have done without him. He took care of Ava, Mila, myself, and Raina all day. And night. Like, he just was amazing. And then the next day, we all woke up feeling so much better. Actually, Ava and Mila took 2 naps that day, and each time that they woke up from the nap, they felt significantly better, so that was good. And the next day, they woke up feeling so much better. The next day, I woke up definitely feeling much better. Still had the side stitches if I was sitting in a certain position, or even just being, in all honesty. And then I still didn't have an appetite. I still really don't have an appetite. Ava and I don't have our sense of smell or taste right now, which is the weirdest thing, because Raina had to ask me to change her diaper yesterday, or maybe the night before. Oh, and I was like, what do you mean? And it smelled like air. We made dinner yesterday, and Ava, she's been baking, and so she made blueberry muffins this morning. Can't smell them. She made brownies yesterday. Can't smell them. It is the weirdest thing ever. I know people talk about not being able to smell or taste, but when you really go through it, because like my husband's like, well, when I get colds, like typically I can't taste, and I'm like, no. This is not like a clogged nose, like you can't smell and taste thing. This is like you can't smell or taste. It just, at least for me, thankfully, I don't have any bad smells. My neighbor does currently, and so that sounds awful. And then my friend, when she had it, I think she would have bad smells from time to time too. So, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry that I'm yawning so much. I'm also very pregnant. Don't know if I mentioned that. I am going to be taking over an Instagram account on Friday and doing live pregnancy questions. So if you go onto my Instagram, which is Tyler Ressler, TYLER, then on Friday you will see, I'll tag that I'm gonna be in their account, and yeah, just answering all of the questions. So I'm gonna be doing a home birth. No, not a home birth. Birth center birth. Sorry. I'm gonna be doing a birth center birth. My first time going completely natural, no induction, no anything, no pain medicine. I did that with Raina, and it was the best delivery of my life. Milo's was really good too. Ava's was just terrible, but that's beside the point. And I'm all about talking positivity into my birth and into anyone else who wants to listen about labor and delivery and everything. I always, anytime that you are pregnant, I feel that you should put nothing but positive into your mind, and you know, you can be realistic and be prepared about things, of course, but yeah, so that's key. I do want to do a birth story on Raina eventually and go from there. But yeah, as far as 37 weeks go, I do have a cough right now because of COVID, and it has made my abs feel like they're ripping apart, like just, ugh, it's so painful. Luckily today is much better. I didn't cough at all last night or the night before, which was great. But during the day I do cough, but today has been so much better. I'm able to talk. I'm able to move around more. Raina got it 2 days after us, and so she is still super fussy and just not feeling the best. And so it's so hard for me because I want to get so much done at the end of my pregnancy, but you know, being a mom comes first and foremost, always, on top of cleaning my windows or my baseboards, or you know, the typical things that you want to do nesting wise when you're pregnant. And thankfully Ava and Mila have been huge helpers. We also have 6 puppies right now that are 2.5 weeks old, so there's that. That's gonna be huge when I give birth, but they're adorable and just the cutest little nuggets. So yeah, we have a lot going on, but Ava and Mila have been huge helps since they've been feeling better for so long now. I think because I'm pregnant, it's just taking me a while to recover. But as far as pregnancy goes, I have lost a little bit of weight actually this week, and I go tonight for my 37-week appointment and see how baby's measuring and everything. Last week when I went for my 36-week appointment, excuse me, I was measuring, this is ridiculous, I was measuring 40 weeks at first, but she wasn't measuring me